Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm currently in Bali. Someone's doing something very loud and I hope you can't hear it. So I thought it would be fun today to do a little get ready with me / travel Q&A. So I asked you guys some questions on my Instagram story and you gave me lots of good travel questions. So I'm gonna answer those while I get ready for the day. I love these little clips from Amazon. You can get them in, I think it comes in a pack of like pink, white, and black. And they're so nice to have. So I'm gonna share with you guys my current makeup routine. I like my makeup pretty simple, so I don't do anything too crazy. You know, I'm not a makeup beauty guru yet. I'm working on it. But I'm gonna share my favorite products that I've been using and a simple little makeup routine. Sorry in advance for that, because that's gonna be there the whole video. My hair is too short to pull back, so we're gonna have to all deal with it. First off, we're starting off with my favorite new primer, which is the Laura Mercier Foundation Primer Radiance. I really like this stuff. It makes my skin feel so glowy and hydrated. I also already did my skincare routine today, so I've already cleansed and all that good stuff. Okay, the first question is, what do you do to stay occupied on long flights when you're not sleeping? I actually sleep pretty well on flights for the most part, which is a blessing, but I know a lot of people can't, and sometimes I have my moments where I am just not sleeping well at all. There were a lot of questions about like what I do on flights and how I get through long flights. I prepare for that more than I prepare for the whole trip, I swear. I am like adamant that I can make my flight as comfortable as possible so that I have a good trip and I'm not like completely exhausted when I get there, even though you are gonna be exhausted no matter what. So I download podcasts, I download new playlists on Spotify. That is really loud and annoying. Can you guys hear that? I'm also using this Laura Mercier tinted moisturizer that I just barely got before this trip, and I've been liking it so far. I haven't used it that much, to be honest. I'm taking these rings off because I don't want them to get all gross. Which, by the way, these rings are like $14 on Amazon. I don't know if you can see them, but I swear they look like real. And they haven't tarnished so far or made my finger green, but I'm sure they will eventually. I download movies, I download podcasts, new music that I'm excited about. I always take a book. Most of the time I take 2 books. I'll bring like a little notepad for writing. If I want to like write down some thoughts, I bring my laptop so that I can catch up on like editing or anything I have to do work-wise. I'm pretty much prepared. No matter how long the flight is, I always feel like I have something to do, and I feel like you just have to make your flight as comfortable as possible by bringing like good headphones that you like and all of those things I mentioned. I need to wash my hands. I usually put that on with a beauty blender. Don't know why I did it with my hands this time. Also, it's kind of bright out here, so sorry if I'm like squinting this whole time. I'll be right back. I'm washing my hands. I'm back. Best plane travel outfits. I think that the best thing to travel in is like a t-shirt and leggings or sweatpants and then a hoodie or a sweatshirt on top of it. I wouldn't recommend just like a sweatshirt or a long sleeve shirt to travel in, just because sometimes on rare occasions, most of the time I'm freezing on planes, but on rare occasions I will get so hot, and I've had moments where I only brought like a sweatshirt and I'm just dying of like I'm sweating and I'm just so uncomfortable. So I recommend either wearing like a tank top or a t-shirt and then putting something over it to keep you warm. And then obviously just comfortable bottoms. I usually like sweatpants because I like that I can move around in them and they're more breathable, but I also do leggings occasionally, and then I will always wear sneakers. I don't like my feet to be exposed on a plane. It just kind of gives me weird feelings. So the next thing I'm doing is concealer. I'm using the Magic Away Liquid Concealer by Charlotte Tilbury. And I just put that on the under eyes, sometimes a little right here, and sometimes a little on the chin. Do I plan my outfits before traveling? Yes, I do. I didn't used to, but now I've gotten to the point where I want to like maximize the space in my suitcase. Before, I would just put in a bunch of random stuff. Random pants, shirts, shorts, whatever, and then I would just like make it work when I got there. And honestly, I prefer to pack outfits and put them together so that I know what I'm wearing each day. That way I can save more space in my suitcase and like be a little more efficient, you know? This also helps for shooting because I'll plan specific outfits to shoot so that I'm not like, you know, stressed once I get to a place and like I have no idea what to wear. Do you go full makeup when you travel or do you keep it simple? I do no makeup when I travel. I really don't like the feeling of having makeup on when I'm on a long flight, especially like I'm laying. I don't want it to get places. Your skin gets kind of dehydrated on flights. I just don't like the idea that there's like a ton of product on my face, so I will usually actually do my skincare routine before I go on. Like I'll cleanse and moisturize and do the whole shebang, and then occasionally I'll like put moisturizer on my face during a flight if it feels really dry. I'll put that in my little carry-on. You want that option to be able to put moisturizer on and like stuff on your face without feeling like you're putting on top of product. It's just not, I think you break out more too if you wear makeup on a plane. So I prefer to do no makeup. If you're gonna do makeup, I would do very minimal. How does Lady take it when you are gone? Does she miss you guys? We use the Rover app for Lady when we're gone. It's like a little dog walking app, and we have loved it and had a really good experience. And we actually found a lady that is obsessed with Lady, and Lady is obsessed with her. So it really works out for us. Lady like loves to go over there, and so it's a good situation. We also have other friends that have watched her in the past too. They live a little bit further away from us, but we have like 2 different people that we love leaving her with, and we've honestly had really good experiences on the Rover app, so we're like not scared to leave her with people from the app. Okay, what are some good snacks that you bring on the plane that don't make you feel sick but fill you up? Oh, by the way, this is the Charlotte Tilbury Bronze and Glow palette. I'm obsessed with this. I've been using this for like 6 months, and I cannot get enough. Also, you guys are my mirror right now. I have no mirror. Oh, I guess I have this little thing. So I don't know if I'm like going, you know, ham on this bronzer or not. And this brush is by Lancome, and I really like it too. I've had it for a while. Anyway, for snacks, I usually bring sweet snacks, salty snacks, and water. I try not to bring too much like sugary stuff or chips because it really does not make me feel good when I'm on a flight. So I'll bring like macro bars, granola bars, and then I'll bring like crackers, some kind of like cracker thin or something salty, and then sometimes I will bring gummy bears or like something sweet. That's not necessarily healthy at all, but you can always buy some fruit at the airport, like a banana or something. I always bring water on the plane, and I used to like not drink that much water because I didn't want to have to get up to pee, but now honestly I don't even care. I just chug water because I feel so dehydrated when I'm on flights. Okay, a bunch of people just asked like how to make a flight comfortable. So they're like, how do you sleep on flights? How do you make your flight comfortable? I think I might have gone too far with the highlighter. We glowing. Again, I prepare. I try and make things as comfortable as possible. I always bring a neck pillow. I always bring fuzzy socks. I'll sometimes even bring like a thin blanket that I have. I'm forgetting the brand of mine that I have. But neck pillow is key. You cannot forget a neck pillow, you guys. And you need a thick one that's like memory foam that's not gonna make your neck, because you know the ones that are like full of beads and they're just like, your neck is not even getting much support. So I always bring like a thick memory foam neck pillow, a hoodie like I said that I can like wrap myself in, and then just wearing comfy clothes and bringing stuff that calms you too, like even essential oils. If you want to bring a lavender essential oil roll on to like help you kind of calm down. You know, some people take sleeping medication. I usually don't feel the need to, but you can take like a ZzzQuil if you kind of want to get knocked out. Next, I'm doing a little bit of eyeshadow. This is the Eyes to Mesmerize by Charlotte Tilbury. It's just this pretty little pot thing of just like this shimmery eyeshadow. I really need a mirror. Okay, best carry-on suitcase. So I love my Away suitcases. I really do. I've had them for a few years. They do the job for me for sure. That's that. I have a little carry-on bag that I like too by MZ Wallace, but I'm kind of maybe thinking I want something a little different now. I've had that one for like 3 years. I really love it, but you know when you're just like, let's switch it up. I don't know. I'm kind of feeling like maybe I want a new one, but maybe I'll even get a new one of that bag just because it's like a few years old now and it's been through a lot throughout the years of traveling. Do you sit in first class on the plane? If so, tell us about it. So, no. I do not really ever fly first class or business class. I have before. Leif and I have never paid for that. Like, we've never paid for a first class or business class ticket, except on like a domestic flight or like if we got upgraded or something. It's extremely expensive to fly first class and business class for the most part, especially to a foreign place. It will up the price by thousands and thousands of dollars, and I'm just usually not willing to pay that. The problem is that we have flown business class in the past, so we know how nice it is. We have flown business class because my mom works for the airlines, so I used to have flight benefits, and I would be able to fly business class for very cheap. And then also we've had like brands pay for nicer seats, but honestly they're just so much more expensive that I usually can't justify it. but I will say it's like a whole new experience, and it makes your traveling experience a million times better when you have like a lay down seat and a pillow and a blanket. It doesn't even feel like you're on a plane. It's such a different experience. So I would love to do that, but it really is just so expensive. So yeah, the short answer is no, I don't, but it is really, really nice. Hold on, what am I doing next? Oh, how could I forget my eyebrows? What? Doing my eyebrows with the Brow Wiz by Anastasia. This is in the color Caramel. I love this brow pencil. So picking hotels or Airbnb, which is your favorite? I don't feel like I can say which is my favorite because it depends on the place, it depends on the situation. Sometimes staying at a hotel is nice because it kind of has everything you need, and like it has a concierge and you can ask questions. If you need extra towels, you just call and they bring them to your room, and there's room service. There's that aspect of hotels I obviously enjoy. Like when Leif and I went on our little anniversary trip. Actually, I don't know if that was an anniversary trip, but we went to Santa Barbara and we stayed at a hotel, and I felt like that was just like the vibe of the trip, you know what I mean? But like right now we're in Bali, we're at an Airbnb, and honestly in Bali they're very hospitable and like very accommodating, so it kind of feels like you're at a hotel because you can always like ask them for stuff and they'll come bring it. I think I like Airbnbs just because it feels like you're living in the place more, if that makes sense. So it feels like you're not just visiting, you almost get into a routine and it feels like a little house. Like we have a kitchen, we can make food if we want to, we can, oops, that was not cute. It just feels like more of a home. So sometimes when I'm traveling, especially for like a long amount of time, like if I'm traveling, right now we're traveling for 10 days, and it feels nice to just have this place feel like a home almost, and like a little home base. If you're just really trying to like relax and not think about anything at all, I would say a hotel. If you're in the mood to maybe, you know, be a little more independent, kind of get into a routine and feel like you're really settling in a place for a while, I would say an Airbnb. How do you find the motivation to eat healthy and work out while on vacation? So I never used to work out on vacation, literally ever. I was like, that's why it's called a vacation. You don't work out on vacation. Now it's a part of my routine that I genuinely enjoy. So since I enjoy it, I want to work out, and it's not really something I have to like dig deep and find the motivation for. I kind of get excited to work out, and it's been fun. Like in Bali, we found a CrossFit gym because Jordan and Kemper, who we're with, do CrossFit, and so we've been going, and I've just been doing my normal workout, like weight routine, just at like the open gym they have, but it's been fun. That's just something I feel like, you know, I've said this before on my podcast many times, like you're not always gonna have motivation for something. It's kind of all about discipline and being able to just be like, this is what I'm doing. As far as eating healthy, I don't always eat perfectly healthy when I'm on vacation. I definitely love to treat myself, but don't tell me I got that all over me. I do like to eat healthy-ish just because, like, again, that is kind of how I eat at home, and so if I just were to completely go off the rails and like eat a bunch of junk food every single day, I think I would just feel sick. Bali has amazing healthy food options, so that really is not even a problem here. It's all about self-discipline. It's all about your normal routines. It's like if you're not someone who eats healthy and works out at home, then it would be extremely hard to just flip a switch on vacation and do that, you know what I mean? So you just gotta make that a habit. And that's taken me a long time to make that a habit, to be honest. It's not like it was overnight. I would say it's been about a year that I've been working out consistently, and where I finally feel like after a year I'm like, okay, this is a part of my routine. We're gonna finish this little makeup look off with some lips. And I'm gonna answer one more question. I don't know why I keep putting this mirror away because it's my only mirror that I have. This is the Laura Mercier lip liner in the color Baby Lips. Just a good like neutral kind of pinky vibe. How do you adjust to a different time zone? When to put it away again? Help me. My number one tip for this is to try super hard to arrive to your location in the evening. No matter where you're going, even if it's domestic, I prefer to land in the evening just because no matter what, when you travel, you're tired. Like, it doesn't matter if you flew first class. When you get to a location, traveling is just kind of tiring. So I prefer to get there at night. Like, we got to Bali at 6 p.m. and it was perfect because we just ate dinner and went straight to bed because we were exhausted. And I was telling them, like, can you imagine if we arrived here at 6 a.m. right now? We would be dead, and then we would have to take a nap because we would just be too tired. and then that would throw off our whole schedule for the entire week because we'd be taking naps at the wrong time, waking up super early. You're gonna have jet lag a little bit no matter what, but I think that is like one of the main things that just helps so much. That's at least what works for me and how I like to travel. And then just like trying super hard to stay awake until a decent time. Like just don't go to bed at 6 p.m. because then you'll wake up at 3 a.m. and be wide awake. So I'll try super hard to stay up till like 9:30 at least, and that way I'll wake up sometimes at like 5 a.m. but it's better than, you know, the middle of the night. This is a Lancome shade and it is in the color Independent Woman. I really like this. It reminds me a lot of my YSL Beauty kind that I used to be obsessed with. I still am obsessed with it, but I just ran out of it and I haven't like restocked it. This is the final makeup look. This has got to go. My hair gets so oily here so quickly because it's humid. All right, I also used this new tanning mousse today. The brand is called Bali Body. It's the prettiest packaging, first of all. All their stuff is like really beautiful packaging. Kemper actually put me onto this. She said it's her favorite. I usually use Saint-Tropez, which I really like, but I was like, hey, let's give it a shot. I'll tell you guys how I like it. That is gonna be it for today's little travel Q&A and get ready with me. And there were so many more questions that I could have answered that were travel related. So if you guys want like a more in-depth travel Q&A, let me know because I can definitely do that. We are vlogging here in Bali and we have some fun videos coming up that I'm really excited about. So definitely stay tuned for those. If you guys want to subscribe to my channel, make sure and do that. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. But thank you for your support as always, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.